But what I will do is I'll move Guy right here, and I'm going to use the Killing Edge. Of course, this would all be solved with a nice, timely critical hit. Nope. That would have been nice. I did get hit there. That was unfortunate. There we go. Well, too little, too late, but I'll take it anyway because it's flashy and it looks really cool. But still. All right, level up for Guy. Come on, Guy, level 6. Look at this. Look at this. Look at how happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Guy is so good. He gained a defense point, so he actually could survive that night. A little too late for that now, but wow. Wow, that was awesome. Thank you, Matthew, and get a double attack in on that pirate. The pirate sprite looks so cool, doesn't it? Imagine wielding dual axes like that. That must be so cool to actually witness in combat. Oh no! What? 7? No! No, that good level up! That good level up is gone! No! What? That wasn't supposed to happen. Guy! Don't do that to me! What are you thinking? No! No! I'm so sad. Hello everyone, this is ShadowMario41 and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem. Okay, I admit, last time might not have been my best showing. Guy kind of saved me on the last chapter and I kind of maybe let a whole village burn to the ground. But I did save one merchant, and that one merchant joined up with my group to be my convoy, which means he's going to carry and allow me to store a lot of extra items that I'm going to be obtaining on my journey, which is great. That's great. It's like free item storage, and I didn't even have to really do it. I didn't even have to save the village to get him. He just joined me on his own. But anyway, what we can actually do is we can make use of a feature in Fire Emblem, a rather exclusive feature called Transfer Data. Now let me talk about this a little bit. Way back when, you might remember this game called Mario Kart Double Dash. Came out for the GameCube. It was all about racing. Two people teamed up in a car. I don't know if you remember. It's kind of an obscure title, but I'm kidding. But Transfer Data is what you unlock by using the Mario Kart Double Dash bonus disc. There was a bonus disc included with Mario Kart Double Dash for those that pre-ordered it. And one of the features of this bonus, it had like a bunch of trailers on it, maybe a bunch of little demos, but you could actually link it up with a few games and unlock some bonus content, one of those being Fire Emblem, which unlocks this little feature called Transfer Data if you link up the Mario Kart Double Dash bonus disc. So I'm going to transfer the bonus data to my file, which means I can actually get a bunch of exclusive items that you can only get through the bonus disc, which is pretty awesome. So now that I have them, I can actually send them to my convoy, just like this. I'm going to send all of them. We have a Dragon Axe, a Silver Card, a Windsword, Energy Ring, an Emblem Seal. We have some really unique and mysterious items here. I'll be sure to explain them all when we get them. You notice the Emblem Weapons. We have the Emblem Blade, the Emblem Axe. We have a few other Emblem Weapons. Those are just like Iron Weapons, except they have 60 uses instead of the usual 46, I believe. And they look pretty cool. So you have to, so they're pretty awesome. So let's send over all those items, get a bunch of bonus items. That's what you get for pre-ordering Mario Kart Double Dash. You didn't think it would pay off way back when? Oh, it does. So anyway, now that all that's out of the way, it's time to start Chapter 14 with some bonus items. It's False Friends. Let's do it. Oh no, I don't want to transfer anymore. I just wanted to transfer. Okay, restart. 14. Let's go. Here we go. So, Eliwood. Now, we saved Merlinus, remember, in this random village that we stopped in overnight. It was like, nothing could possibly go wrong here. It's just a random village in the middle of the night. Literally, look at the map, literally in the middle of nowhere. So, Merlinus is in tow, so now we're going to set out for Laws. Laws is located in the heart of Lycia. So, I mean, we could have actually used that transfer data feature at any time, but as you notice, we would have only been able to send things either to Eliwood himself or now to the convoy. So I always wait until you have the convoy, but yeah, now the power-hungry Marquis of Laws, Lord Darren, rules over Laws. He's kind of like another minor antagonist for now. Preparation. Oh yeah, that's right, the magistrate. I totally forgot about that guy. The disappearance of Eliwood's father, Elbert, isn't all connected. March and Santa Cruz. Of course they do. Like what? This is so obvious. Yes. Anyway. In Eliwood heart, the need for truth is drowned in fear, a fear of what the truth may hold. As he sets out for Laws. Now, yeah, Laws is ruled by the the power-hungry Lord Darren. He was mentioned by Marcus Santa Cruz when he died. He was mentioned by all these other people. It's playing the evil music for him now. Do you really think that this could all revolve around him? Yes, yes, of course it does. So now we have we have Marcus Laws, and we have this other guy on the right. Are you certain Ferre's heir is here? Yes, Father. We've just received word from our lookouts. He's still beyond that hill, but he'll be here before long. So now Lord Darren is getting knowledge that Eliwood and company are all on their way, and I doubt he's just gonna let them stroll in. Lord Effidel. Oh, Effidel's here too? What? What? We have to deal with this fool again? Perhaps when they reached Santa Cruz Castle, Lord Helmet was still clinging to life. You can't be serious! That's not true! That's impossible! Search your feelings. You know it to be true. No! That's terrible! Our plan, it was all for naught, isn't it? No, it's not all for naught. Not if you can kill Eliwood right now. That would be fine. Even if he told young Eliwood something of our schemes, Foray no longer has any power. All Eliwood can do is perhaps inform Marcus Ostia, which we definitely don't want to happen, because you might have heard in the little lore that in Lycia, Ostia is kind of the strongest, or Ostia, however you pronounce it. It's the strongest little nation. It's the strongest little member of the Lycian Alliance. Lord Uther may be young and new to the throne, but he's dangerous. That stupid element. He was a coward to the end. Yeah, I know. He survived after he got stabbed. What was he thinking? He should have just keeled over and died to betray us now when we're so close. We only need a little more time to complete our plans for rebellion. Oh my goodness. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What a surprise. That before Marcus Ostia becomes aware of any of this, he would do well to stop them here. So this actually, even though we're fairly early in the story, this, in my opinion, this chapter actually marks the turning point when things get really serious. It goes from, like, it was kind of a point in Lynn's story when that happened too. It went from just fighting little bandits and, like, you know, ragtime little mercenaries and, oh, you know, fight this group led by a brigand who's, like, really mad for some reason. It doesn't really make sense. Now it's gonna get serious, and now it's kind of evolving into a larger story. So they must not pass. You shall not pass. A lot of people like to say that. Let us make haste. Call up our finest troops. Father, please let me take the command. So this guy is actually Lord Darren's son. You could tell by the hair color. You see how they're resembled? Not really, but whatever. Eric. Eric? What? I'm gonna be fighting against Eric? Oh, well. Well, I was worried for a moment, but look at Eric with a K. You can never trust those Erics with a K. Trust me. The only Erics with a C are really, truly reliable. Erics with a K, we try to stay away from that. But anyway, no offense. But this guy is kind of you'll see. This guy might have earned single-handedly the bad reputation for Erics with a K, because he is going to try to manipulate Eliwood into dropping his guard and then try to kill him. I don't know if that's going to work, but is this not too much for him? If by strange chance he fell, things could turn for the worse. So Effidel is like, why are you sending out your son to do this? Why don't you just do this? Because we could just put an end to this. Why don't we just send out all we got and everything we can muster right now? Like, this is our critical moment. Darren's like, no, I'm the lad's father. He's quite clever, I tell you. I'm sure he can handle things by himself. Nothing for Ray's whelp will be no trouble at all. It's settled. It's up to you now, Eric. Bring me the head of Ferre's darling son. Well, little did they know that the tactician behind Eliwood's success is an Eric with a C. A Sir Eric, nonetheless. Master tactician. I love it. I will not fail you, he says. Hector says, look around. They are truly preparing for battle. You can tell. There's like nothing going on. Marcus Laws, what's he scheming? He said, bah. Because you can look, there's like silence everywhere. You don't much look like you want to go to the castle. If we go and learn the truth, we may have to go to war. So yeah, this is setting up for something much bigger than before. That's fine with me. I have no love for war. If I concentrate on the foe before me, I'm fine. If I picture families, innocents caught up in our foolish politics, villages being burnt to the ground to save one lowly merchant, if I imagine them, all I can do is pray for a way to solve things peacefully. By the way, can I hype up Guy a little bit more for his heroics in the last chapter? How awesome was that? A critical on Puzon to kill him, and then a critical hit after that to get rid of that guy. So, uh-oh. Lord Eliwood, Marcus says, a knight has ridden forth from the castle. A lone knight, he says? How foolish. Yes, my lord. Our scouts say it's Marcus's Law's son, Eric. He's asking to see you. See, what a conniving little jerk. Eric. God, why did it have to be that buffoon? That's what I'm saying. Eric's with a K, man. You just Can't trust him. Bring him here. I'm leaving. I could never abide here. I'll go for a ride and survey our surroundings. So Hector's like, I can't deal with this fool. I'm just gonna walk around. You talk to him. I'll be over here. Don't bother me. Hello, it's been a long time, Eliwood, he says, with his brightest and best smile on. Eric, what is your business? My business? What do you mean? I heard my old friend was here in Laws. Yeah, right. I merely thought I'd ride out to greet you. ... So tell me, friend, what brings you to Laws, this beautiful and wonderful place, not at all preparing for war? Are you on your way to Ostia, perhaps? Are you going to foil our master plan, perhaps? Maybe. Why would you think I would tell you that? Well, you're always such good friends with Hector. Oh yeah, Hector, that guy. He's not around at all. He and I never got along very well. Oh yeah. For a noble, his behavior was crude, and his manner of speech, well, you would have thought him a peasant on first glance, so that's kind of true. Compared to all the other nobles speak in this game, Hector's just kind of like... That's why I like him. That's why I love him. He goes so much against the mold of a noble. He doesn't speak all proper, and he's not all fancy pants. He's like, get stuff done and kill people. You're still friends with Hector, aren't you? When did you see him last? How do you communicate? A lot of questions. You're after something. What is it? No, I'm not after anything. I'm just asking you a lot of directed questions. Pardon? Everywhere I look, Laws prepares for battle. What are you and your father planning? You can tell, like, if you looked at the map just briefly when it showed it, it's like the calm before the storm. I will know the truth. I had hoped to wait until you told me of Ostia. I hope to get some information out of you, but my negotiation skills are so piss poor, whether you've spoken with the Marcus or not. What are you talking about? I can just picture him, like, start to laugh, like, have an evil laugh, like, wahahaha. Eliwood, I've always despised you. I longed to smash you and your pathetic morality into pieces. Well, that was a sharp turn for the worst. He really didn't get... He got like zero information. Not even he got a little piece. He got nothing. And now he's like, I want to kill you. It's like, you probably should have just killed him rather than like announce your plans and then set up this elaborate battle. Like, remember when Ephidel killed Lord Helman? He just like stabbed him. Why did that just happen right now? Eric is so foolish. Too bad you'll not live to see the end of it. Hector! You, Hector, you're here too! You couldn't. Have you spoken with Ostia already? I love Hector. He's gonna be like, maybe we did, and maybe we didn't. You'll just have to kill us to find out. Eliwood, this mongrel has troops lying in ambush all around us. Laws, regulars, everyone, we're in for a rough time. That's true. This chapter is actually pretty hard. There's little point in fighting. You're trapped, he says. My forces will overwhelm you, an unending torrent of soldiers. That doesn't sound very good. Laws, his elite knights are at the ready as well. How long do you think you can survive? Cur, you cur! I love how that's like the insult of back in the day, but there are a lot of enemies in this chapter. That is true. So anyway, now we get the combat preparation screen. We now get Myrmidon, who says, Lord Eliwood, Lord Hector, I make my living as a humble merchant. Thank you for saving me from bandits. Screw that village. I don't know any people there anymore. If you have any items you no longer need, please let Myrmidon take them. So, now we can actually give our items if we want. I will show you very quickly. To this, we can use this little transfer feature, and we actually have our convoy here, Merlinus, and he actually has the special items that I just transferred over from the Mario Kart Double Dash GameCube bonus disc content, which is pretty cool. So, and yeah, the only way you could actually do that, I'm sure you could patch it somehow on an emulator, but the only way you could really do it is that you need the Game Boy player, and you need the Mario Kart Double Dash bonus disc, and you need Fire Emblem. That's a lot of content that I have, so we're ready to go. And I am going to be outfitting myself appropriately and selecting my units, and I'll be back when I am ready to start. Alright, we are ready to start Chapter 14, False Friends. One thing I want to show off, though, before we begin is this Fortune feature here. This will have a little bit more to it the further we get into the game, but right now we can use it to look at our Tactician rank. Not too bad, if I do say so myself. I have to say the Tactics probably isn't as far up there as the others because I may have let a village burn to the ground. But we're not going to talk about that anymore. We're not going to talk about the village. I'm over it. I'm so over it, right? It's not going to haunt me for the rest of the game. And this is my Tactician data and rankings and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. But without further ado, let's start Chapter 14. Well, it looks like we do have further ado because here's Merlinus, Chapter 14, False Friends. Lord Eliwood, shall I join you? If you deploy my tent, I can help with equipment. I can switch items for you and hold them if your packs are full. However, my tent cannot be moved about, so if you deploy it, it will require a guard. So Merlinus is actually a merchant that we can use on the map. If you deploy this tent, any items you cannot carry can be sent to the tent. You have to yell, it's the red text. However, this tent is vulnerable to any attack. If the tent loses all its HP, it will vanish from the map and be unavailable until the next map. Gains a level for every battle it survives. You always, always, always want to deploy Merlinus. I haven't run into one situation where I don't want to. Look at all the enemies. Look at all the cavaliers over there. Eric, let me take the point. No! Screw you! You're not taking the point. There may be many of them, but numbers are meaningless. We are the Knights of Foray! The men of laws will never defeat us, he says. So we're just about ready to start, but all of a sudden, hey! A familiar face! We certainly could use some assistance, says Urk to the magistrate. Or at least he looks like the magistrate. He's just another random villager trained in the ways of the mustache. But it's like... yeah, so see, what's happening is Urk is like, hey, Laws is trying to start this whole war thing. Why don't we join up and fight? And the village is like, laissez-faire. I don't want none of that. Hell no. Hands off. So they're just not getting involved, Laws. No one even likes Laws, though, or no one even likes the Marcus of Laws. So why don't we all band together to stop him? No, that's not going to happen. So I don't really understand it. And Urk's just like, fine, whatever. Good day to you. I'm just going to leave. And you could probably guess who we have to use to recruit Urk to join our cause. That's right. We have to use Sarah, who I'm sure Urk will be overjoyed to see. But let me just explain a few things before I get started. We have a bunch of soldiers back there either. Easy to ignore, all those soldiers. Don't want to do that. But I actually outfitted my units with some of the exclusive weapons from the Nintendo GameCube bonus disc, the Mario Kart Double Dash disc. One of them is the emblem weapons that you get. They're exactly identical to the iron weapons, except they have a little cool sprite, and they have 60 uses instead of 45. They're all called a tactician's whatever it is. But see, you can see they're the same stats as iron weapons. Another special weapon I used is the Wind Sword. Now, the Wind Sword is really cool because it's a magic sword capable of ranged attacks. So think of kind of like the Ragnell in some of the, like Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, or they have some other ranged swords in that game as well. Radiant Dawn has a bunch, but this is pretty exclusive in this game. I'm pretty sure you can only get it with the bonus disc, and to have a ranged sword makes your character so much more useful. Another item, the guy also has the Emblem Blade, and I gave him the Emblem Seal. It's Eric's scroll. It gives the carrier an advantage. So that very vague description means that it actually, I'm pretty sure, gives you plus 10% to accuracy and plus 10% to avoid. Either percent or just 10. I don't know how it works, but it's good to have carry around. And Guy, who excels in accuracy and avoidance anyway, will now be even harder to hit, and he'll be able to hit his enemies more often. Now, we have the Dragon Axe, which is another exclusive item for barter. It's an axe that's pretty much the same as a steel axe, or almost the same, but it actually does 3 times the damage to wyverns or dragons. We haven't encountered any of that crap yet, and we won't in this chapter. But just to have it, it's good to have. Osmond has the Emblem Lance. Anything else I need to show off? I think that's about it. Yeah, you can see, watch the stats. See the Iron Bow and the Emblem Bow. The same stats. I know that has a little fancy description, but it's the same. Just pretty cool. Just cool to use all the exclusive content, right? So, anyway, without further ado, what I'm going to do... Oh, we have Merlinus. We have Merlinus here. He has a ridiculous constitution, but not much else. He can't move. He can't really defend himself, so we have to defend for him. But he can actually carry and transfer all of our excess items directly to the convoy. So, you know, like before I was going to armories and vendors, and I had to be like, oh, this unit already has 5 items. I need to have someone else visit the shop. I need to have someone else. Well, now, all those excess items will just roll over directly to the convoy. So I can just have whoever go down and buy as much stuff as I want, and for that, I'm going to use Marcus, because Marcus has another item called the Silver Card, which I got through that transfer, and it reduces the cost of all items by half. Talk about being useful. That is fantastic, so I am definitely going to do that. So now, it's been a lot of talking and not a lot of moving, so let's get some stuff happening here. What I want to do is, Barter can single-handedly take out all of these soldiers. So I'm just going to park Barter there and have him kill all the soldiers. Now, what else I'm going to do is we're going to break off into 3 teams here. We're going to have one team go south over here. We're going to have another team just go straight west. And we're going to have another team go on the top here. So, watch how this is going to work. I'm going to use Oswin and just move him straight out like that. Matthew and Guy are going to be the 2 that end up going down to the southwest here, because from these fortresses we're going to get a bunch of reinforcements of units that wield axes. So we want to make sure that we have swords down there to deal with that. So we have Matthew and Guy there. I'm going to have Marcus, who's going to be my pack mule, my designated armory and vendor person until I actually don't get to use him on the map anymore, in which case he'll be totally dropped. But for now, he's going to be the designated person, so you can see it does the same damage. He's going to be the same person, or he's going to be my designated person to go down and go to all the armories and stuff, so I don't have to use other people. And he's like going to be visiting villages. He's going to be that kind of unit for me. Now, if you're playing on Hector hard mode, if you couldn't tell, I am playing through Hector's mode after this, per your request, but Hector hard mode is just so ridiculously hard. It's a great, great challenge. But with the Emblem Axe, Hector able to take out that soldier. But I'm not going to be playing through Hector hard mode on my channel. I will be doing just Hector's normal mode. But on Hector hard mode, it's incredibly, actually, let's move Sarah right there. Incredibly difficult to do this chapter because you get bombarded with reinforcements that attack Merlinus's little tent up here. So it's really, really difficult, and it's just not fun at all. So that's why I'm going to be doing Hector normal mode, not hard mode. Barter would be able to handle things over there. Dorcas is going to come out to the middle. So now all these soldiers are going to move up. There are a lot of units, though. Look at all those cavaliers I'll have to deal with. Yeah, Barter, look at these. Guys won't even have a chance at one shot to the head, and Barter takes them out. Ouch. Ouch. That's got to hurt. Yeah, the guys, they're pretty much just all marching to their deaths. Even if they all manage to hit Barter, which none of them have yet, like, Barter would still survive and just be able to obliterate them. 100 hit percentage, 21 damage per strike. It's like, why even bother? Like, what is even the point? I would just flee if I saw that coming towards me. Anyway, look at that. One hit kill, and we're probably going to get one more. I know we're going to get one more. Here he comes, marching to his death. Oh, he did get hit, though. I was going to say, imagine if he dodged all of those strikes. That would have been crazy. That would have been crazy lucky and crazy awesome, too. But he managed to get hit by only one of them. Now, here's the thing about Urk. You can see that all these cavaliers are riding up to go, you know, try to engage with Urk. And Urk is going to actually be able to hold his own for quite a bit. It's great to see a magic unit on the map. We haven't seen a magic unit really yet. Or I think we saw one in the last chapter, but I think that was about it for magic. So it's going to be great to have a magic unit. But who's this? Another unit, Priscilla. Has your escort returned yet? She looks like a character I can have join my team. No, he left yesterday in search of a way out of here. I just hope the soldiers of Laws haven't captured him. I'm sure that didn't happen. I'm sure everything's fine. I'm sure that won't come up in the future. His search for help must have been fruitless. Marcus Laws has ordered that no aid be given to you. There's really nothing any of us can do. Yeah, see, this is the thing. Why don't we just join up and fight? No, they're all like, oh, we can't do anything. We don't want to do anything. We don't want to touch Marcus Laws. He's going to kill us. No, you could turn me over to the Marcus, and yet you continue to grant me an asylum. For that, I'm grateful. If I simply went over to the castle, this would be all over. So apparently Priscilla is some sort of fugitive. I don't know. She doesn't look like the troublesome type to me, but none of us are overly fond of the Marcus. Then do something! Don't just stand there. He's always threatening us. She treats us like slaves. And all these war preparations, we want nothing to do with them. So this whole thing about Laws trying to start a war, Marcus Laws trying to start a war in Lycia, the people don't really hate each other. The people don't want anything to do with it. I don't know. They're like, I don't know why he's trying to attack all these other countries. I mean, and all these other alliances, all these other members of the Lycian Alliance, like Ostia and all them. Like, we're all Lycians. I mean, we shouldn't have this civil war. We shouldn't fight against each other. What are you doing? And I don't know. We're going to find out, I guess. He's being manipulated by higher forces. But anyway. Let's figure out what to do here. Barter, as predicted, wiped out all those guys. So I'm going to send him back here to help out the cause. I'm going to use Oswin to actually, with the Steel Lance that used to be Marx's Steel Lance, one-shot the archer. Ouch. That's going to hurt. Imagine just standing there being like, aha, I'm an archer. I love how he has his hand on his hip like that. So confident, and then just boom, lance to the chest. Ouch. Dorcas will be able to make quick work of this soldier as well, so that won't be a problem. Yeah. Even though I'm very disappointed with how Dorcas's stats have been turning out, when it comes to fighting soldiers, I mean, soldiers aren't really much of a threat anyway. Look at that. 4 strength, 1 skill, 1 speed, and 0 of anything else. Certainly no luck, because they can't even survive, Dorcas, who's been, like, probably one of the worst units I have, considering what level he is. Look at that! A 3% critical by Lowen. Lowen is really trying to earn my trust back. Because it seems like, as soon as I think I might start to use him again, he's like, nope, I'm going to get a bad level up. I'm only going to level up HP. And then he's like, no, I'll make it up to. I'll critical. Why not? I'll do a critical. And it's like, no, that doesn't help. You need to get stats. And then he'll have a good level up, and then he'll go back to his crappy level ups. I don't understand what's going on. But anyway, I'm going to keep him with the Emblem Blade for now. And we're going to use Marcus to move him down here, too. I just don't want him in range of the Cavalier because I don't want Marcus to really get attacked. Marcus shouldn't soak up any experience in this chapter. I'm finally going to have Eliwood actually move down here and help out the cause in the middle, while I'm going to have everyone else go up into this little other part here. So, let's see. I believe Hector can actually plug up this whole area, making it safe now. Let me just double check on the map. Yep, makes it safe for Sarah and Rebecca to actually move right behind him. So that's pretty nice. Enemy phase. So we actually do have to be kind of careful with Urk here, because Urk, I mean, we didn't level him up too much in Lynn's story. He carries over the exact same stats. I'll show you after this turn, but he could actually die to these Cavaliers if you're not fast enough. One strategy you could actually do, I'm glad that he's dodging all these, because, oh, and a critical! What is going on? Urk's really trying to impress today. One thing you could actually do is have, wow, that was actually, like, really helpful. It got rid of that Cavalier in the way, so that was kind of nice. One thing you could do is you could have, or one thing that happens is Urk could actually die to the Cavaliers, so you could actually have Lowen or Marcus rescue Sarah and bring him over, or rescue Urk and bring Urk back. And what's all this? Look like a war is broken out, of course, naturally, as I'm fighting. Ah, perfect time for a raid! Might as well, I'm on the battlefield, might as well try to raid and destroy all my units up of mates. That village is ripe for the plunder. So yeah, now we're on kind of a clock to get to save these two villages down here. You can tell that there's this unit down here that we need to kind of talk to, and there's of course Urk up here that we want to save. And speaking of which, I'm going to do that right now. So let's talk with Sarah to Urk, and I'm sure Urk is going to be overjoyed. I love this. Can you just picture Sarah being like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, it's Urk, it's Urk, it's Urk, and Urk is like, oh, seriously? Like, really? And Urk, oh Sarah, you're the last person I wanted to see. That's so sweet, you wanted to see me again. Hey, I know, this is perfect. Come with us and lend a hand, Urk. I beg your pardon? This is actually going to kind of work out, because Urk is trying to fight against the people of Laws, and Sarah in our group is trying to fight against the people of Laws, so we might as well have Lords Hector and Eliwood. I know you. You're probably just wandering about without work. No, actually, I'm gainfully employed, but if you're fighting Laws, this might just work out. Yeah. What are you babbling about? Make up your mind, will you? Sarah's so impatient. My player is hiding in a village south of here. Probably the unit that we just saw. If you'll help me protect her, I'll join up with you. Sounds good to me, Urk. So now we have Urk back on our side from Lynn's story. He carries over the same stats, and he comes with a Thunder Tome and a Goddess Icon, an item that temporarily, or that actually permanently increases luck by 2 points. So that's pretty neat. So it's great to see Urk back, join in the fray again. So you can actually recruit Urk with both Sarah and by talking to her just like I did, by talking to him just like I did, or you can actually use Priscilla, and we can recruit Priscilla and then have Priscilla talk to Urk to recruit him. I don't know why you would do that. That seems a little backwards. It seems a little excessive, but you could do that if you so desired. I don't get it. I wouldn't do that, but you can. It's an option. And Urk's going to get a nice level up right off the bat. Urk impressed me with a good level up. Not so impressive. But at least he gained a magic point. Be able to do a little more damage, I guess. I'm going to have Hector actually move here, even though it's going to initiate an attack from the Myrmidon over there. I think Hector can actually handle it, and if not, he'll at least be able to wall him off so other units can handle it. Is it true or battle in Castle Ostia? What could that fool of a Marcus be thinking? Laws has no chance of defeating Lycia's most powerful territory. So yeah, that's actually why it's such a big deal if Hector makes it all the way back to Ostia to inform them of what's going on, because they're the most powerful militaristically of the territories of Lycia. So it's like, if they get involved in the cause, then you know, this whole plan would be awful. So, as the Marcus itself is electric, plain and simple. What a pair! Do they believe they're a match for an OC in general? Oh, forget everything I said. We never talked, okay? Yeah, Eric with a K. Like I said, you can never trust him. You can never trust him. But anyway, let's continue to move forward down here. We're going to have Barter join up again with this middle... Actually, I think I'm going to send him south, actually, because we have this knight. This knight is going to be a problem down there, so I need to actually have Barter do that. We have a pirate over here. We haven't actually seen this unit yet. This is a pirate. Essentially a better version of a brigand, but a brigand that can also walk on water. So that actually gets pretty scary. And they can surprise you by appearing from some of these forts if you're not careful or not expecting it. They also gain 10 avoidance by standing on the water tiles, so they can be tough to hit over water, but Matthew should be able to easily take care of them. Now what I want to do here is I want to move Guy so he's in the range of this Cavalier, but I don't want him to go too far out so he also gets attacked by the Knight. I don't want that to happen. And I don't want Marcus to get attacked at all, so I'm just going to park Marcus right behind Guy like that. That should be fine. Can we just talk about how awesome Guy is? Look at this. Level 5. Look at those stats for level 5. That is fantastic. That is fantastic. Okay, so now we have these Cavaliers coming out to the center here. What I'm going to do is I'm pretty much just going to make a little wall over here. I'm going to have Lowen come down like this. I should probably give him the Iron Lance. He has that. Good. I'm going to have Oswin go down here. I'm going to have Dorcas stand on that forest tile. Just kind of space everyone out enough so that everyone can kind of come over and help if need be. But for now, let's see how Hector... Yeah, I figure that Hector probably wouldn't be able to handle the Myrmidon. No, he's not going to be able to hit with that. But the Myrmidon could not even double attack Hector. That's actually pretty impressive, I have to say. That's pretty awesome. The Pirate with only 21 hit percentage has literally no chance to get rid of Matthew. Yeah, Matthew with a double strike there. So he'll be able to make very short work of that Pirate. That won't be a problem at all for him. Now we have to deal with all these Cavaliers, and I really hope Lowen can handle all of these Cavaliers, because they're going to be annoying, to say the least. Oh, he might actually get a level up. He has a chance, another chance to redeem himself. I can't believe I'm giving Lowen so many chances. I don't know why. I really don't. Oh, Guy with a good dodge right there. That's actually going to be very helpful. And getting a few strikes with that Emblem Blade. Guy is just so good. He's so good. Can we just talk about how good he is? Can this just be the episode dedicated to Guy? No. This is dedicated to false friends and not trusting Eric's with a K. No offense. Oh, Eliwood with a miss there. That was weird. 84% you missed? What are you doing? What are you doing? This is going to be weird. I can just tell this is going to be weird. Because we got like a few really... Yeah, look at that. We got a few really unlikely criticals to start things off. This is just going to be a weird RNG map today. We're just going to... This is going to be... Who knows what's going to happen? It's going to be crazy. Anyway. So now we're back again. We have our little middle group here. So you can see we're kind of splitting into 3 groups. We have Alpha group up here, we have Bravo group over here, and we have Charlie squad down here. So we're splitting up into 3 military groups, even using the military terminology. How about that? So what I'm going to do is the following. Let's see. A lot of options here. I really don't want Guy to get attacked by these Cavaliers. That would be terrible. That would be terrible. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's have Dorcas actually strike this first Cavalier. See, now it would have really, really helped if Dorcas, or if not Dorcas, if Lowen decided not to miss, because then these guys would be injured a little bit and probably die, but instead, that's not the case, as you know. So let's use Oswin. Oh, that Javelin is such a low hit percentage, because I think he's on a forest tile, am I right? He is on a forest tile, so why don't we use Eliwood? We can use Eliwood to do that, right? We use Eliwood's Rapier. Yeah, Rapier super effective against the mounted units, even though it has a pretty piss-poor hit percentage. I'm going to trust it. 69 hit percentage. Yes! Yes, comes through. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Good. That was key. That was key because we need to get rid of all these Cavaliers, or at least wall them off so they can't reach anyone else. But anyway, let's see what you can do. Oswin can get good strikes there. Barter could probably finish him off. So why don't we do that? Why don't we use Oswin with the Emblem Lance to... See, look at how the sprites are so cool. I love using all this exclusive content. Who knew that my investment from like 10 years ago, whenever Double Dash came out, of pre-ordering it, I didn't even pre-order it. One of my friends had the bonus disc, and he was like, hey, the bonus disc, by the way, it had like a bunch of trailers on it, and it had some demos, I'm pretty sure, and some features you can unlock for certain games. And one of them, obviously, is Fire Emblem. And then my friend was like, hey, you know you can get some bonus content on your Fire Emblem game. You should link it up, and we'll see what we can do. And we did, just on a whim, and now I have it. Now I have it forever, and it comes through in this playthrough, so that's pretty awesome. Anyway, I'm just going to have Lowen use, I might as well have him use the Iron Lance. We won't be able to take this guy out, but this guy shouldn't be able to threaten anyone else. Just one lone Cavalier. I don't think he can reach anyone. Oh, level up. Oh no, the moment of truth. Lowen! Come on, Lowen! HP speed defense. That's so bizarre. At least he gained speed, and at least he gained defense, so he won't die. but I'm not liking those stats. I don't know. I'm just not liking it. Meanwhile, let's see how far this Cavalier can move. Okay, he can't really reach anyone else, so no one else is really in danger. I'm not worried about that. Let's deal with this team down here. Let's have Matthew just finish off this pirate. That shouldn't be an issue at all. I'm surprised it's not even 100 hit percentage, 98. It's got to be because he's standing on the C tile, but still, like, Matthew is just so fast. 17 speed at level 8. I wish some of his other stats were a little higher, namely his skill. I'm surprised is that low, but otherwise, you know, he's doing very, very well. Let's see. I don't really want... Well, it depends. It depends. Because, you know what? I think I'm going to do this. I think this will be fine, so let's just do it. Let's just make it happen. Come on, Guy, come through for me. Yes, that's what I love to see. Guy is such a hero. He is the hero of my playthrough so far, and here comes a level up. Time for Guy to shine. Look at that. HP, strength, and speed going up. That's exactly what I want to see for a Myrmidon. Particularly the speed and the strength. The strength going up is so great. Speed, I mean, you expect that to go up for a Myrmidon. If a Myrmidon gets crap speed, because they rely on speed, that's pretty much their game. It's like, we're really fast, and we can double attack you and get criticals. That's what they do best. But if your speed growth suffers, that sucks too. But without strength, Myrmidons can be just excellent. They can be excellent units if they gain strength points as well as speed points. And then Guy's just doing everything. Guy's doing everything right. The moral of that story, it was confusing maybe, but Guy's just doing everything right. Okay, let's see how I can take care of this Myrmidon. I'm gonna try to have Hector hit it again. I mean, I really have nothing to lose, so we might as well give it a shot. 37. No, okay, I kind of expected that to happen. That's fine. That's fine. Not a big deal. Probably not a very good idea to try to have Hector get a strike on a Myrmidon, but I don't think we have to worry about anything reaching us up there. No, nothing can really reach us in this little corner, so I'm just going to have some other units try to assault the Myrmidon from a distance. So why don't we have Can Rebecca reach that forest tile? Oh, she can. Look at that. Look at that. Let's have Rebecca try to shoot an arrow down at the Myrmidon. Come on, 7 damage. Yes, that's what I like to see. And Urk should be able to finish off a Myrmidon. Like I said, Myrmidons rely on speed, don't really rely a lot on defense. So hopefully, and resistance, no less. It's very hard to find non-magic units with high resistance, but oh wow, the Myrmidon able to dodge that. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me, but I think it'll be fine. It's only one Myrmidon, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. This old man says, you're battling Eric and his men, right? Let me tell you, I'm on your side. Good. It's the battle of Eric's with a C versus Eric's with a K, and he's on the side of Eric with a C, the right side, of course. My granddaughter, Marcus Lost, took her away. He found her pretty and forced her into the castle. I don't really want to know the rest of that story. It's not much, but please take this. It's a large sword, so you have to be strong to use it. It's a bit unwieldy, but a mighty weapon nonetheless. So, I hope you can defeat the Marcus' son, Eric. I hope I do too. It would make our lives more pleasant. Get rid of all those Erics with a K. We don't like them. It's all about Erics with a C. Trust me. You got an iron blade. So actually, oh, he says, blast! They're stronger than I had supposed. To the castle. I want all the reinforcements available, and I want them now. So Eric's like, oh crap, I'm struggling out here. Kind of the whole plan that we planned out for probably years hinges on this very battle, and it's not going so great. So let's get some reinforcements to the castle. And so the soldier's going to go in and say, Lord Eric is struggling. He requests reinforcements. And Darren's going to be like, what? Struggling? Like, it's just Eliwood, isn't it? And it's like, oh yeah, all these other guys too that decided to join with them, including the hero guy. But whatever. Ready the men, he says. And Fidel says, unbelievable. These numbers cannot stop them. Like, seriously, you're going to fall here. I told you to go out there and do it yourself. But Darren was like, no, my son can do it. And he's struggling. He's like falling apart. Fidel, where are you going? He says. It seems that conquering Lycia might have been too much to ask of you after all. I must inform my master. Interesting. An interesting little name drop right there. The Black Fang will be leaving at once, says Fidel. No, you can't abandon us. Not at this stage. So Darren's like, no, I'm telling you, it's gonna go well. It's gonna go fine. I want to take over Lycia. I want the throne. Who was it that said Ostia mustn't learn of our plans? Was it you, Lord Darren, the Marquis of Laws himself? Yeah, it was. There's no turning back. Not now. I'm committed too far to this war, even though it seems like he could turn back, but he's just greedy. He wants the throne. Please, one more. Give me one more chance. So it's interesting that Darren seems to be like completely indebted to the Black Fang. I assure you, I will not disappoint Lord Nurgle. I'm sure that name won't come up again. Very well, assemble your men. We will regroup elsewhere. You can't mean my son, my home. Am I to abandon them? So he's pretty much saying, you know what? Efidel's like, you know what, Darren? You suck. Like, a lot. You're trying to defend your castle. I don't understand why you just don't do it. You sent your son out to do it, and he's getting destroyed. Would you fall in disgrace? So what we need to do is we need to regroup elsewhere. Our master, Lord Nurgle, is offering you the throne of all of Lycia. Surely a few sacrifices are not too much to ask. You know, as much as I hate the villainous mentality, that's kind of my mentality with that village I destroyed, which I'm over that. By the way, I'm over that. It's not bugging me anymore. Not bugging me. I'm over it. You're right. My destiny is greater than this. I was born to be the king of Lycia. And as for an heir, you're still young, my lord. You will have time to find someone. You must not let a moment's sentimentality cloud your judgment. Efidel's all like, yeah, he's your son, but you can find someone else, I'm sure. Don't worry. He's just a kid. He's just one guy. You can sacrifice him. And Eric's like, where are my reinforcements? Why haven't they come? What the hell is going on? So I must attack. To the castle. Find more men. Find somebody. Anybody. Give him a weapon and get him out here. So anyway, now we're going to go to the enemy phase. Let's see what's going to go on with all these cavaliers. Eliwood's going to take a strike there, but yeah, not having any of that. The rapier will easily dispatch of that guy. Good. Good. I'm a little curious as to what's going to happen with this Myrmidon, though. Oh, and Eric! Wow, decided to rush and attack me. Stop this nonsense. I have no wish to strike down a fellow classmate, Eliwood says. You sentimental fool. You think we're still in school? Well, let me give you an education. Oh, with the comebacks. First, you will fall, and then Hector, Foray, and Osea, and everyone is gonna die! Soon all of Lycia will be under our control! He has a Horse Slayer, too. I gotta be careful. He can do some major damage with that. Horse Slayer is a lance that is super effective against mounted units. So we should not have, in other words, do not have Lowen attack. Not that I would have Lowen attack anyway, or rely on him at all, but anyway, guy with the Killing Edge is going to get in 2 good strikes there against the Knight. We probably won't even need an axe user down here. Guy, being the legend that he is, could probably single-handedly take him down, so whatever. The Myrmidon will get a strike in. Not a big deal, although that Myrmidon is going to be quite annoying. I do need to find a way to get rid of him, because I don't like him just wandering around up there. I might have to get lucky on a hit or two, but Matthew making very short work of that pirate. No chance at all if that pirate's going to survive. No way. Alright, another Cavalier going to attack. Who's this? Dorcas? Oh, he's got an iron sword. I don't like that. I don't like how some of my health is getting a little low here, but I'm glad Dorcas was able to hit with that and not miss. That would have been bad. Oh, what is this? Rain? I don't have time for this. Rain now? Oh my goodness. Oh, no way. No way. Alright. Well, we talked all about rain in Lynn's story, and here it comes. It is now raining pretty hard, and Eric is right here in my face. So I need to kind of do something about that, because otherwise this wouldn't end very well at all. Let's see if Urk... I really want Urk to hit. Urk, come on, hit on this. Yes! Alright, good. Good. Get rid of that Myrmidon. That's what I like. Okay. Whew, I can breathe easy after that. Okay, now we have all these brigands up here. They can't move very far. And you know what? I'm just going to have Hector probably kill all of them because he can do that, because he's so amazing. I probably should have had Sarah heal him before he moved out there, but that's alright. You can just stand there. You can stand there. Alright, now we have this little scuffle going on over here. I could... Oh, I can't, because now it's raining. Now it's raining. That's going to screw up a lot of things. Matthew can't move very far. There's no more... Oh, there is another pirate that appeared, so he's just going to wait there. I'm going to have Matthew, or not Matthew, I'm going to have Guy. Can Guy get rid of him with the emblem? Yes, he can. 2 strikes, but that's all. That's good. With the emblem blade, Guy is going to get rid of the Knight. Against all odds, a Myrmidon defeating a Knight. I love it. I love Guy. He's so good. He's so good. Okay, so we got rid of that. All right, this village is pretty much ready to be saved at any point, so I don't really have to rush to do that. Eric is hurting a lot, actually, so let's see what I can do. He has a lance, so it would make sense to attack him with an axe. Can I reach and get in a strike with a hand axe? I can. Look at Barter. He will do 12 damage. Let's do it. To the boss, Eric, he says, Laws is the true throne of Lycia. Taste my lance, he says, as he just sits there and gets hit with a boomerang axe to the face. Right, level up for Barter. Come on, Barter. Ugh. What? Just HP, nothing else. Barter! I would love to use a warrior for this playthrough, which is the promoted version of a fighter, but it just seems like Barter and Dorcas never turn out very well at all. It's so miserable. I hate that. Alright, am I going to rely on a rapier strike here? I have an 85 hit percentage. It seems like I don't have any other option, to be honest. I could attack with the wind sword. Oh, the wind sword! Hold the phone here! The wind sword could be the thing to save me. The exclusive Nintendo GameCube Mario Kart Double Dash bonus disc content could save me here. This is crazy. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see the wind sword in action against Eric. Yeah, look at that. The wind sword doing work. Unhand me, he says. I'm no one's prisoner. We've had Wario already. We've had Wario. Okay, he's gonna get a level up. Let's see. Come on, Eliwood, don't disappoint me. Yeah, all right. Strength, skill, speed, resistance. All right, this is good. And I got a Horse Slayer out of all that too. And you can see, clearly can't carry the Horse Slayer, so I'm just gonna send it to Merlinus and not throw it away. So that's just great. There we go. That was awesome. That was awesome. Can I just stop for a minute? That was great. That was so great that happened. It all worked out. I'm glad. You know what I'm glad? I'm glad that Eric came out and attacked me here, because sometimes I've played this chapter. This chapter is very hard to correctly manage and get down. I've had Eric go up here and attack this group, and I don't really like that as much. I like when he goes out and attacks the center group. So I'm glad that all worked out. And I hate it when units from the center group come down and attack this lower group. That just messes everything up. But anyway, it seems like it's all working out for now. Let's have Oswin try to finish off this guy with a javelin. Yes, finished off the Cavalier with a javelin. That's what I like to see. I'm obviously trying to give units experience that I think I'm going to use in the long term. Like, Oswin is just so good. I see no reason that I would not use him long term. He's just so good, and he's like one of the only knights that you actually get in the game, so there's no reason not to use him. Matthew's just going to sit there. Marcus is going to move towards these shops and things, and I think that's about it. Oh, Merlinus. Poor Merlinus is just sitting up there by himself, but he really doesn't need a guard. There's no more reinforcements coming towards him, so no problem there. Hector's might take a little bit of a beating here, but he should be able to get rid of all these brigands, or at least weaken them, so I can pick them off with other units, but hopefully he'll be able to just get rid of them. I don't know, it's still raining, so I don't know if these guys, yeah, they can't even reach Rebecca, actually, so, you know what, Rebecca could get in strikes there and just kill them. I don't know, though. I don't really know if I want to give that much experience to Rebecca, because she's falling behind and disappointing me, but I kind of do want to move Hector on a forest tile, like namely that forest tile. I don't know if he could reach it though. He probably could. Probably couldn't even reach it. So you know what? You know what? Forget that. I'm just gonna have well, hold on, because Urk can get some experience too. The question is, do I want to stick with Urk? Urk is looking really good. I don't know though, because I get some better magic units later, and I kind of want to go with them. So you know what? I'm just gonna give it. As selfish as this is, no, you know what? Hold on. Yeah, I'm just going to give it to Hector. I'll give the first one to Hector. Maybe I'll give another one to someone else, but Hector can at least get the first one, because Hector's just so good, and he's almost going to level up. I want him to level up again in this chapter, so I am going to use Sarah to heal Rebecca, though. I probably should have done that a while. I need to heal up all these people, because these people are hurting, especially this whole little middle party is really, really hurting down there. So I need to what I'm going to kind of do is move them up and join forces with this northern group, and eventually heal everyone up and get everyone back up to speed, so we can take on these last few units here. Because what sucks is, what if you got all the way to the end of the chapter, you killed the boss and everything, you got rid of Eric with a K, we don't have to deal with him anymore, but then like you died to like an archer or so. That would be so awful and disappointing. But anyway, we're just going to move everyone up like this. No problem. We really don't have anything to worry about over there. I want to make sure everyone else is out of range of all this crap heading down at me, so that's fine. Guy can move. Actually, Guy can... yeah, why not? Why not have him visit the armory? He's right here. So let's do it. Okay, really nothing that I particularly need. I can't even sell the Emblem Seal or Emblem Blade because the game's like, how'd you get this exclusive content? Oh my god. Really nothing I particularly need, but I am going to buy, an Iron Lance, and I'm going to buy an Iron Axe just to have them. Yeah, I'm going to send it to Merlinus. Of course I am. So, just to have them around, I'll probably use them eventually. I have a bad habit. I think this happens in every video game, though. If you ever played the Elder Scrolls Skyrim, it's like, you just end up hoarding all these weapons and items and stuff, and you never use them. I have a bad habit of doing that in this game, too. It's like, I'm just going to buy everything, and then you, like, never use it at all. So I'm going to buy a heal, or I'm going to buy a fire. I kind of said that backwards, but whatever. And I'm going to buy a vulnerability as well. Actually, one. There we go. That should be enough. That should be more than enough stuff. So there we go. Excellent. Going to move Marcus a little forward. And now it's going to go to the enemy phase. Still in the rain, though, so everyone's going to be quite impeded here. But I think this is the last pirate I have to deal with. Matthew able to handle all these pirates. He's on pirate duty. It's just like, Matthew, stand here and kill the pirates. He's like, but they're charging. They're literally walking on water to try to fight me. How am I supposed to handle them? And then he tries to attack them, and he's like, oh, this is easy. I can take care of these pirates, no problem. There we go. Matthew doing work. That's what I like to see. And a level up. And a level up. Come on, Matthew. Come on, Matthew. A good level up. Strength. Okay, you know what? I'm going to find a silver lining in that and say at least his strength went up. Because that is what I need. Thieves aren't really like, not that they're non-combat units, but you don't really rely on them to be super, you know, crazy dominant forces in combat. So if they can get some strength points, that's fine. And a little resistance, I guess, doesn't hurt either. But, man, can some other stats go up, please? Okay, enough about that. I doubt I'd even be, no, I can't even. I'm surprised my hit percentage is even that high against the guy in the mountain there. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to prepare for this rain to subside, because once it does, you bet that if I'm in range of all these guys, they're going to charge out at me. So I'm going to prepare for that, namely with Lowen and Oswin. Eliwood needs some heals. I probably can't get him in range to even get heals right now, but I am going to use Hector to attack this brigand. So let's do that. Alright, even though, yeah, like I said, even though Hector, oh, he even dodged there. He might take some hits. He can take it. They're only doing 2 damage a strike. He has 17 health, so there's really not much to worry about. Let's give this one to Rebecca. Give her the kill there. Yeah, there we go. There we go. An easy strike to the chest against a bandit. I don't know why I'm foolishly hopeful for Rebecca, but she is disappointing. Oh my goodness, so disappointing. Meanwhile, Guy is just a hero. Guy owns everything. He's just the best. So let's do that. Marlinus is still sitting there. These guys really need some health, but I think they should be fine. I should be able to get them to Sarah before these other guys get to me, so I should be okay. Dorcas, I just want to keep out of the way. Let's put Barter up here, and that should be fine. Going into the enemy phase in the rain. There we go. The rain's gone. Rain will subside. Hopefully won't come back again. Yeah, see, the rain is so miserable. Especially, you have no warning that it's even going to happen. And it sucks when you're, like, just about to engage the boss, Eric, and it starts raining, and you're like, oh, crap. This throws off my whole strategy. But luckily that didn't quite happen here, so that's good. Now, let's see if I can hit this bandit up on the mountain tile. That's going to stink. That's going to really stink. But, well, before that, let's first visit here with Guy and see what happens in this village down south. Again, are you another messenger from the Marcus and getting the cool music? Please do not waste your time. I will not change my decision. Pardon? Marcus Laws didn't send you? I mean, he didn't say anything, but I guess kind of tell by the Sacaean clothing and stuff like that. I beg your forgiveness. It was my mistake. Say, if it's not too much trouble, might I leave with you? Hey, that's not a bad idea. I'm on a journey. We're on a journey too. Marcus Laws is barring my way, and I'm trapped. Well, Marcus Laws is standing in our way, and we're trapped. So, hey, it all kind of works out. I'm training the use of staves. Please help me. So we actually get from all that, we get Priscilla. Priscilla is a troubadour. And a troubadour is essentially, she has a men's staff too. A troubadour is essentially a mounted healer. So she does everything that Sarah does, but does it better. So this is it's at this point that I really have no more use for Sarah, and it's like, well, Priscilla is here to save the day. Why use anyone else? Because Priscilla is just can heal, can do everything Sarah does, but can move like twice as far. So it's like, I don't know, I have trouble finding reasons to keep Sarah on my team after this. Even though Sarah's magic growth is, well, it's pathetic right now, but it's pretty high if you really do go level her up and everything. She can be very, very good. You know, I'm not trying to take anything away from her. I need to get this brigand needs to get off the mountain tile, like way off the mountain tile. So you know what? Let's do this. Let's kind of regroup in this little middle area, and have all these units come at me. Come at me, bro. And then I'll try to take them out from there. Because this Cavalier is going to attack Lowen. This guy's going to attack Lowen. Oh, well, they're all going to attack Lowen. Let's put someone here. Okay, so they don't all attack Lowen. I think they might still all attack Lowen. It'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen, right? What does this guy have? A lance? We'll put Barter here. Barter, everything will be fine. So I want to get this guy lured out of that mountain. So I'm just going to retreat pretty much everyone back over here. So hopefully everyone will be safe and this brigand will come down and try to attack and then just be in a really piss-poor position. I want to have Eliwood equip the iron sword. I don't want to have him keeping the wind sword just in case he gets attacked. I don't want that wind sword to get used up. That's a rare sword and hard to come by, but it came through today. What do you have? You have the lance equipped. Good. Matthew's just going to stand over here. Really no more use for Matthew. You know what? Go up and protect Merlinus. Go up and protect that old fool. He's just sitting by himself. And finally, I really don't anticipate anyone's going to come back down here, so I'm just going to have Marcus stand there. There's nothing really to do, so anyway. I didn't even use the silver card, actually, in retrospect, with Marcus buying the items. I didn't even have Marcus use the silver card to do that, but it saved me a lot of money when I went to buy the other stuff, didn't it? You probably noticed that. You're like, oh, the prices are pretty low now, so that's pretty neat. So anyway. Oh, what? What is this? Lowen, stop trying to gain my approval. Stop it. Stop it. Stop doing that. You're kind of making me like you again, and I don't want to like you because you're not cooperating with me. He's all like, put me at the lead. And you're like, no, I'm not putting you in the lead. I'm honored to serve under you. Remember a few chapters ago? No, screw you. Okay. 3 guys left. They're all lined up nice and easy for me to kill. There's literally nothing left to do. Dorcas is right over here, right? So we can get healed by Priscilla. We'll get Priscilla some action and some experience. Look at that. Look at that unit. So cool. Mounted unit on a horse with a men's staff is going to be able to heal Dorcas fully with that for sure. So that's pretty awesome. Like I said, why use Sarah? Why use Sarah at all? Sarah is just useless at this point. Oh, I want to talk about the Iron Blade that I got. Now, future Fire Emblem games have this concept of having kind of an alternate set of weapons. Like, for example, it was really prominent in Radiant Dawn. You had the lances, the Iron Lance, Steel Lance, Silver Lance, whatever. And then you had the Great Lances, Iron Great Lance, Steel Great Lance, which were heavier but did more damage and a little less accurate. Fire Emblem 7, it kind of all comes from this game. I think it might have been in 6 as well, where you have the Iron Blade. Only the swords have this like alternate set of weapons. They have the Iron Blade, the Steel Blade, and the Silver Blade. They're a little heavier and a little less accurate, but they do a little more damage, and that little more damage is usually just enough to get past like a certain threshold of being really useful. So I think the Iron Blade is one of the best weapons in the game when used correctly and given to the right unit. So I love having the Iron Blade. We're going to actually hopefully get the unit that we need to use the Iron Blade very soon, and once he has it, he's just going to like go on a tear. So I'm really excited for that. But anyway, you guys, if you've played the game, you know what it is, I'm sure. But let's have Rebecca weaken this brigand just a little bit, and then we'll take him down with someone else. I'm not sure who yet. I don't want to... Rebecca. Rebecca's so disappointing. She gets me upset as well. Can Barda kill this guy, like, by himself? Yeah, he definitely can. There's going to be no problem finishing off this chapter. Like I said, though, I do kind of want Hector to level up, so I think I'm going to... Oh, actually, I could have Hector... Could I have him kill the archer? Oh, yeah, easily kill the archer. Can we get anyone else some experience? See, now this is what it's all about. When you have a few enemies left, you're looking to just maximize the amount of experience you can get. Even though it takes off some weapon uses, it's not that big of a deal. You see all those items I got from the transfer? If worst comes to worst, what I usually like to do with stat increasing items, I usually like to save them until the end and then use them like right before the last chapter to just beef everyone up as much as possible. Because I like doing that. That's fun. But yeah, what I could do if worst comes to worst, if I really am short on money, I could just sell them. So they all sell for a lot. Look at Hector! HP, skill, speed, luck, and defense with a weapon level increase. Well, he's just fantastic. It's like Hector and Guy saving the day. Look at these stats. Look at those level 6 stats. This is fantastic. And then we have Oswin doing work. We have Barter struggling. We have Eliwood actually coming through to be a pretty good unit at level 8. That's good for a level 8 Eliwood. Everyone else is kind of, you know, lagging behind, but these guys are saving the day for sure. Okay, now I'm running out of units. Let's make sure I can actually kill these guys. Lowen with an iron sword can do that much. Barter, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to barter. Get rid of this thing because it's just in the way, and let's just have it go away. There we go. Get a little bit more experience. Essentially what you have to do. See now, because I talked a lot about getting the victory music, which is nice. I talked a lot about how Barter and Dorcas are like disappointing, and I never look at that. Level 7, compare the two level 7s. Level 7 and level 7. They're both pretty bad, to be honest, but Barter's strength is what really stands out. But anyway, what happens is I always want to use like a warrior in this game or use one of these fighters, but they never seem to pan out properly. And what you end up doing, you kind of like holding off until you get an axe-wielding unit that's actually really good. And that's going to happen pretty soon. But anyway, I don't want to spoil too much of what's to come. Eliwood could double attack that thing and defeat it easily. Let's see if... Can I get Oswin to get a strike in with the Javelin? Can Oswin be the one to finish it off? No. He'll get 1 experience point anyway. See, there we go. Milking the experience. That's what I like to see. Does the Javelin does not get used when you miss. That's interesting. You'd think it would, right? Because, you know, you throw a Javelin, it misses, but apparently not. All right, let's have Lowen get a little strike in here. The Brigand... Okay, good. We'll miss him. Why am I starting to like Lowen again? This shouldn't happen. I hate Lowen. Do I? I have to convince myself that I do. I don't like his level ups. They're so disappointing. It's disappointing. But he's like, he does things, like he gets criticals and he does things. No, that doesn't mean anything. I know it doesn't mean anything, but still. Okay, before I do that, let's get one last bit of experience with Sarah. Even though this might be the last time we see Sarah on the battlefield, we should at least get her a little bit more experience. She might end, I'm pretty sure she's going to be ending at level 5 with 73 experience. So we might have to say goodbye to Sarah after this, but anyway, Eliwood will be able to finish things off with an iron sword to the chest, and that'll do it for Chapter 14, False Friends. We don't even get a level up to cap things off, but hey, I'll take it. So there we go. Oh, bad music, though. Bad music. Come on, Eric. Get up, he says. So I guess we didn't really kill Eric. I mean, I don't understand why we don't. Would have saved us a lot of effort in Fire Emblem 6, but anyway, I digress. You peasants, you can't treat a proper noble like this. Although, from Fire Emblem 7 to Fire Emblem 6, Eric does train in the ways of the mustache, so when he gets a creepy pedo stash, but it's too late for niceties. Be thankful you're still breathing, Hector says. Eric, you must tell me, where is your father? We searched the entire castle and there's no one here. Don't tell me that Marcus Law has abandoned his own castle and his own people. Just don't be ridiculous. My father wouldn't abandon me, would he? No, he would never do that. No, I love my father. No, that's pretty much what happened. Effidel, who's that? Eric's like, I've said too much. Speak, Kerr, do you want to die here? Ah, Hector. Eric, please. You must tell us everything you know, please. We're trying to figure things out. I just want to know where my father is, and maybe we can find your father. Maybe we can work together. That's not going to happen. But anyway, he says, Effidel. He appeared at the castle 1 year ago. He came and my father changed. He changed for the worse. Ostia's position had always bothered my father. It's like second place syndrome or something. Like, oh, you're always coming second place. It's like, I want that first place. I want to be the strongest. Laws is just like the second strongest. It's annoying. He felt Laws deserved to rule all of Lycia, but he'd never gone so far as to speak of rebellion. Oh, well, he did now. Did you say rebellion? Yes, rebellion. Effidel had something. With it, he convinced my father to set his plan in motion. He had something. That's conveniently vague. My father then sent envoys to several other Marcuses. Marcus Ferre, he had approved of the idea. What? Whoa! Wait, you're telling me Eliwood's father approved of rebellion in Lycia? My father would never agree to something. Believe or disbelieve, that is your choice. First was Marcus Santaruz, then Marcus Ferre's supply arrived. Marcus Ferre visited here 6 months ago to seal his approval. That's impossible. That's not true. Search your feelings. You know it to be true. Anyway, Marcus Ferre always distrusted Effidel. He tried to convince my father to send Effidel and the Black Fang assassins out of Lycia. This is just turning from bad to worse. My father would not be persuaded that Marcus Ferre left the castle. As you know, he then disappeared. I doubt he's still alive. So we kind of had a similar turning point in Lynn's story when we go from fighting like little bandits to like when things get really serious. And this is the turning point in Eliwood and Hector's mode. It's this chapter when things go from, oh, let's fight the bandits. Oh no, bandits attacked. Oh no, you know, there's this guy with a green beard and green hair that's getting in our way from seeing Lord Hellman. It's like, no, this is when things are serious. My father is but Effidel's puppet, if you couldn't tell. He'll listen to anything that villain says, even watch his own son die. It's like you can picture a tear. Those are the sort of people you're dealing with. Marcus Ferre betrayed them. They would not let him live. Ha 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 ha. Ah. that was a terrible, evil laugh. Wait, Eliwood! No! It can't be! Eliwood says. Eliwood, my father is alive, and I cannot believe he supports rebellion. I have a feeling that's a little bit exaggerated too, but you never know. Eliwood's father. We haven't seen him. We haven't really heard from him. We don't really have a chance for a first impression. You're getting the first impression of Lord Elbert from Eliwood, so it's kind of be a little biased, I think. There must be a reason. There has to be a reason. I know. I don't believe any of this for an instant. My brother trusted Marcus Foray more than anyone. First, we'll find your father and discover the truth. We'll talk to my brother after that. Hector, I'm sorry, he says. Don't look like that. Your father is surely alive. Right? He has to be, right? What's the chances that he's been gone for 6 months and is now dead? I'm sure he's alive. He must be. Marcus Laws, Black Fang assassins, now this mysterious Infidel. I wonder if it's all connected. Yeah, I'll file them all and prove my father's innocence, he says, triumphantly, as we fade to black, and that does it for Chapter 14, False Friends. Merlinus gained a level, by the way, which is pretty nice. This is Shadow Mario 41. This is Let's Play Fire Emblem. Next time, like I said, things got pretty serious, so next time we're going to see what happens as Eliwood continues his search for his father, and then we have this mysterious Infidel character and his master, Nurgle. It's all crazy, but we'll see what happens next time. See you guys.